Alright, so after reading How to Be Creative by Hugh MacLeod, I decided to choose three of I guess you could say my favorite ideas that he came up with. One was actually the first one. It was ignore everybody, which can really help, in my opinion, because that's what I try to do when I try to think of the most original idea possible. And I thought of one recently. You might not agree, but it's about a kid that can fly, but he doesn't have the superhero powers like Superman, the Green Lantern. He just can fly, and he's a normal teenager having to deal with keeping this under wraps as well as dealing with flying and living a normal life. Because, I mean, in all reality, how could a superhero really fight all the villains, live a normal life, and conceal his identity? I don't believe. Okay, so the second one was dying young is overrated, which I also agree with. I mean, I used to think that mind altering substances was the only way to really get that creative mentality, but it's not. I mean, like beer, weed, mushrooms, LSD. I mean, they don't. I mean, they're cool, but the ideas you come up with are only cool when you're on them. So, and I mean, like, look at Cobain, dead. John Belushi, dead. Sure, Belushi was the trademark for comedy and set the bar higher than anybody. And Cobain was a trailblazer for music in the 90s, but they're not here anymore. So now what? What if? Last one that I really liked was worrying about commercial versus artistic is a complete waste of time, which I agree with very strongly because you can't really spend your life worrying about whether or not your idea is going to be bought by the bushel by the masses. You just kind of got to feed your creativity babies and hope that by fulfilling yourself, you'll be making yourself happy. If you're not making yourself happy, then what's the point? You know? Done.